That's gonna be annoying. I reckon now's a good time for another Phil story. Story time with Phil. I'm retired now. I'm retired now. I am retired now. So together, we will fight the world's problems and take a bite out of obesity. See this? This is my trough for the day. I'm gonna scoff it up. I'm just gonna in my trough. We'll take a bite out of obesity together because it's not about so much the eating than it is the mental process behind the eating. So I'm gonna get through those barriers. Also today, on Storytime with Phil, we will be talking about guns. That's not good. That is not good. Says the crow. So, we're going on a time travel. Back to Phil. Wait, there was, I promised 2 stories, so story 2, long time ago. In a place far away, but not really, because, you know, time and space are relative to the existence of your location and mind, stature of vibratory reflection. So, you know, if an atom is expanding and collapsing based off of observation, then that would be here nor there. The illusion of time doesn't matter to explain. But in a farther galaxy, not too far from now, not too far in the distant past, there was a young Phil in a war-driven country, plagued by ignorance and stupidity, very sheltered from reality. Once upon a time.
Alright, so right now we're going down to my grandparents' house. My grandfather needs a haircut, so you know my mom's gonna give him a haircut. We come down here every Sunday for some pasta, you know, maybe some lasagna, some risotto, something like that. It's gonna be a long evening. And now she'll go. So a little history of car. So my grandfather's name is Tony. His father's name was Anthony, but we called him Tony for short. And then my uncle's name was Anthony. We just kept him Anthony because we had too much Tonys. On my mom's side, my great grandmother's name was Anne. Then her daughter, my grandmother, her name is Anne, and my mom's name is Anne. We didn't have another girl in the family, but we had a black Cocker Spaniel, and her name is Anne. So, you know, that's how it goes. There was a third son, my other uncle. They just called him Frankie, because we were running out of parents to name him after. Basically, the story behind that one.
It's in front of your eyes. And so now this very patriotic hero in mind, theory, and spirit has an issue with anything of foreign nomenclature. What do you want me to say? I'm the enemy. Dude gets a list. There's a list apparently. On the list, apparently, number 1, where to dance. You know, there's a lot of educated people, but you know, some families very strict, military. It's very, well, let's call it what it is. It's very right-winged, but to a degree, it was a bubble. A lot of people grow up in a bubble, okay? They grew up in a bubble where they actually think that someone is the enemy of the state and it is their patriotic duty to defend the state, which is a mantra of repetition to pledge allegiance to the United States of America. For the United States stands one nation, split into little parts over time with racism. We have capitalism. And for all a good night. So, upon that mantra spell, now we got all these fucking assholes who also have time to play video games with guns. Many of them do have insecurity issues or projection issues. Nah, the wrong thing to do when you're rejected in life is shoot someone. It's messy. It takes a lot of time. We have to pay to keep you in jail for life because they don't want to kill you. It's selfish. What about all the starving kids in Africa and the dying dogs starving on the TV in America? We don't have time to keep you in jail for life. It's a waste of time. It is. It's a waste. I'm calling it as it is. It's a waste. And well, he's suffering. And it's like, no, you're being spiteful. A Colt 45 and 5 cents on a bullet, and you solve that problem. But then you have the issue of people are not always guilty. So then the underlying issue actually comes from, is the justice system doing what the justice system is supposed to do? Because if it was, then maybe no one would need the guns. Not wrong. You just don't want me to be right. Because it might be on the same page. And you'd be like, nah, I don't want you on my same page because this page is black and white and you're like mojito-ish. Or fucking Arab looking Italian grease. Medusa hair and a Cleopatra nose. Made myself feel bad. It's a vessel, get over it. Alright, dude. Laugh at yourself. You don't have to go shoot motherfuckers. Get over it. Take a joke. Get emotional. You go pull a trigger. It's not how you win. You don't win by pulling a trigger. If I thought you could win by pulling a trigger, I would have no one to talk to. I shouldn't make shooting jokes, but don't shoot the messenger. I would go to hell, but I'm already there. I gotta stop, or karma will get me. Oh, God. I think I'm good now. About to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's like a tale of 2 cities. They call that Cain and Abel. Can you or are you able? Cain killed Abel. Of course he did. He took action. This is the conscious process of emotion. Emotion or the motion? Nobody cares what I fucking say. I'm a madman and a lunatic. So that's why I'm retired. You want to take a bite out of obesity with me? We could have a grand old time, I reckon. Heifer? Oh, God, I'm going to hell. Wait, I already did this. Come on, recycle. Recycle. Do we really recycle, though? What are we recycling? Toilet seats? What are we recycling? Because I hope this ain't recycled plastic. Because I'm not trying to catch no HIV from the fucking water bottle that my water that used to be free is. It's all fine. I went online for food stamps. We could have just grown thing in the backyard, but we don't own land no more. We trade that shit for beads because it made sense. Well.
So like, my grandfather's been complaining that he wants a haircut, and so we're just gonna get him a haircut So you can't go down to the Walmart no more, because technically he's suing Walmart right now. True story, he's suing Walmart. We went to the Walmart and they told him he couldn't be in the Walmart with his handicapped wheelchair. I don't understand that. So he's like, well, I can always come here with my wheelchair. And they're like, well, if you don't leave, we're going to have to escort you out. So, you know, they escorted my grandfather out of the Walmart. But it's alright now. We just pack up the dog clippers, go down there and give him a nice haircut. That's how it goes.
Somewhere along the line of slavery and immigration and indentured servants, people decided that they needed a distinct segregation for themselves. And that's called church. Church became the segregation. I didn't make words, fucking assholes. I'm just a madman speaking your fucking language. The 12 tribes of Israel. I speak every damn one of them. And in every damn language, you're all retarded. So I have to take the hate of everybody and throw it on me. Why? Because I'm the only one tough enough and quick enough to combat all you motherfuckers. I'm in a white suit. I'm there with my date. I'm always the bad guy though. Dude pulls a knife on me. Says blood don't look good on a white suit. What my options in my head are: get stabbed, kick his ass. I'm gonna say, you could turn the other cheek, get stabbed, or you can kick his ass. I took the latter.
Here's what they say. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's the morning. When the world seems to shine like you had too much wine, that's the morning. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, like a sing Vita Bella.
Back to my story. Well, you think I did this on my own accord? It's part of the promise and bullshit. Everything along the road I had to do had to happen this way. Assholes. You gonna pull a Judas again? Come on. Come on. You know I don't die. So come on. Take a wild on the wild side. Come on. Stop fucking around. I told you. You gonna join me or you gonna be like, nah, I don't wanna look stupid. You already look stupid. I'm just clowning how stupid you all look. I don't even know what you want to say. It took me too much time to say this blood look on a good look. Blood look bad on a white suit. And before he finished the fucking paragraph, I sucker punched him in the fucking face. He turned around to go. I kicked him in the back of the shin, in that part of the calf. Went down, one knee, turned around his head for a second. I sucker punched him with my left hand. And everybody booed me. I was very upset that everybody booed me. And the schools called me in saying, hey, a lot of reports of knife being pulled on you. You want to talk about it? I said, I don't know nothing about it. No English. I ain't no rat. He said, we know somebody, we had multiple reports, chaperones saying it happened. I thought I was gonna get in trouble for kicking his ass. I didn't want to say nothing for that. And two, listen, the enemy, my friend at this point, and I don't want to see him get kicked out for something, that was over. It was done and over. Honestly, I hadn't thought about it again. So my head hurts from going full retard. Mind you, this is my motion of snapping. I'm not pulling the trigger. I'm just cutting this thing, the healing. It don't fucking matter. You'll never understand what I say. Regardless, it is not quick enough. If you were, you wouldn't need a semi-automatic.
You're right. Here's my part. Here's my part. Soon, when this man stops talking. Anytime now.
Now, you got these segregations with the ordained justification of the church, because you know God picked a couple of fucking child molesters to rule that shit, and they wouldn't even let a guy from the South come into the last pope. I mean, come on.
Oh, I've been waiting for the sun too long. On my way back home. Dead and gone, dead and gone.
Come on, you afraid the dirty South that bad? That bad? Took 1,000,000 years to put somebody over there? Come on. Really? One guy comes up from the South that takes over the land of the North, where he was originally supposed to come from. Comes in right in on a white ass.
Oh, been waiting for the sun too long. Then I found my way back home. The building's dead and gone, dead and gone.
As time went on, they didn't really have enough on him or from me to get rid of the kid. Time went on, we're in cross training. He always had some tension with me. You know, ever since that. Well, he was doing some bench pressing and the weight fell and landed on his neck. He was trying to do too much, like we were young kids.
Gotta go. We gotta go in there. Now, I forgot to mention my grandmother's deaf and my grandfather's in a wheelchair. And there's a pug, probably loose.
And he was trying to do like 185, 190 bench press. Fell. He couldn't do it. It fell on his neck. And I just remember just hearing that it was like everything slow motion. I was the only one in the room behind him. And that shit fell like, and it was just, I didn't even think about it. There wasn't a thought in my head. I ran over. I threw that shit off of him. It was not a thought in my fucking head. I just like this dude tried to stab me. I didn't think twice. I did not think twice about it. It wasn't like there was no past, present, future tense. It was the moment I threw that shit off of him. I didn't think about it. He gasped for air. He turned around, looked me straight in the eyes. He goes, "You're off the list." I didn't know what the fuck this dude was talking about. I said, "Yo, just like breathe, dude. You okay?" And he's like, "You're all right." And I was like, "I don't know what that means, dude, but don't do that shit. Don't do that shit again. You gave me a heart attack." And then he was just like forever cool with me after that. Kind of had like a weird, like, I don't know, dude. It was like a weird relationship after that. It was like a jokingly he hated me. You know what I mean? It was like his way of showing affection was trying to strangle me in public. And I was like, ah. And it was like a weird brotherly fucked up thing. But at the same time, we had built this connection of respect because he hated me for something that had nothing to do with me.
What are you doing? A muskrat or something in the road. Pull over!
Excuse me, but you see, I can know my
Tried to stab me. I kicked the shit out of him. Then, like, and I'm not even trying to sound like I'm a good person. I'm a shitty fucking person.
A jogger in the road. I don't understand. There's a jogger right in the road next to the pothole.
Big piece of pie, that's the moment. That's the moment.
It's like I know that I should do the right thing more, and sometimes I just say nothing. You know what I mean? It's like I just don't want to get involved a lot of times. And it's just like, because I don't have the energy by myself.
You had too much wine, that's the moment. That's It is hot in here.
I guess what I'm saying, I'm bringing this up, is it don't matter who's watching. Everything is impactful, you know. And they found the list. The school kicking them out, and then the school called me in. They were like, "Yo, I thought you should know." I mean, that's not how the office talks. How I talk. You were on this list we found. You were the first name on the list, and you were crossed out to the point of unrecognizing the name. I don't know if that story did anything. I really don't.
Marigolds and pansies you can throw in your salad. I would not prefer to throw pansies on my salad.
It's just what it was. It was just like, it was misunderstood loyalty, and once the heart was in the right place to know I'm not your enemy, and we're able to be brothers.
Good Guido fist bump to this, you know, just...
Listen, I'm just trying to, you know, make right on a promise that happened before conception. It don't matter if you understand me. I'm trying to stop shit and have been for a long time. Hope you can see that.
See what's on the radio.
Zing Zang Zoom with a magical twist that will leave you wondering if reality exists.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure reality exists.
You hear the rooster? That's the rooster calling. Now, when you're in a matrix, pay attention to everything. Be aware of your surroundings. Your father might spray you in the eye with saline solution for no reason, and then tell you he's preparing you for the fight. Do you know what that means? No. Because God decided to give you a sporadic man on cocaine to be your guide.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Life isn't always what it seems. Read the writing on the wall. Is that another rooster crowing in the background? This is gonna be on an OnlyFans.
Well, Guido fist pump wrong, but there's a handicapped person behind me. I'm afraid they're gonna freak out seeing me Guido fist pumping. Stuck on replay.
I'm a channeler. That's what it is. So watch me on the channel. Don't change the channel. I'm not a shapeshifter. I'm just conscious. I'm trying to give you that energy. What's a shapeshifter? I don't know. A fat person that loses weight. Let's take a bite out of obesity together.
Your melody, a girl I could write you a symphony, the one that could fill your fantasy. To come baby, just stay with me. Da 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 da. The one that could fill your fantasy. To come baby, just stay with me.
So.
Twenties, but the melody in my head every day sounds like I'm singing like da da every day. But stuck on replay.